Hey everyone, welcome back to LOD Tech, and today we're going to be talking about the RTX 2080. So the 2080 I bought about 4 months ago, it was about 5 months ago actually, and I replaced my replaced my 1070 Ti, and it was a buy that I didn't need to do. It was something that popped up because it showed up on Amazon Warehouse, and I couldn't stop myself from buying it because the deal was ridiculous. So I'll tell you guys the story on it. And Amazon, I'm sorry, but this happened, and don't I love Amazon, I really do, but this was a terrible story. So, but what happened is that I was upgrading my computer. I was going to go to the 3800X, and that's for another video. We'll talk about that and why I went with the 3800X instead of 27 or 3700X. There's a reason. So I was upgrading the processor, and my son's friend wanted a computer, and so swappity doo, we did a bunch of stuff, and he ended up with a computer. It was a mixed mash of some of my stuff and some of my son's stuff and some new stuff. And so my son ended up with a 1070 Ti and a 2600, which is my old CPU and my old GPU. I found on Amazon Warehouse an Asus RTX 2080 non-Ti, just a regular 2080, and it was $790 was what it was. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that. That's a pretty good price. And then I chatted into Amazon, and I was like, hey, this video card comes with 2 games, and I think it was Control and Wolfenstein, I think, was the 2 games that came with it. And I was like, hey, does it come with the 2 games? And they're like, absolutely, it comes. Once you get the card, just give us a chat in with us or call us, and we'll send you to whatever place does the free games, and they'll send you the codes, and everything will be good. And I was like, okay. And I saved that chat. I made sure I saved it because I thought, just in case. And I never had an issue with Amazon before. Well, I have had some delivery issues, but nothing like this. So card comes, processor comes, I do the big upgrade, build the system for my son's friend, upgrade my son's computer, everything's good to go. I chat in with them and I say, hey, where's my code? Can you give it to me, please? They're like, sure. We just got to submit a ticket, and then they'll get back to you within 2 days. I'm like, oh, 2 days, that sucks, but whatever. 2 days comes and goes. On a third day, I go back into the chat. I'm like, hey, they put the wrong ticket in. I got to put the right ticket in, blah, blah, blah. All right, put another ticket in. Wait 2 more days. Nothing. Third day, I chat back in. I'm like, hey, nobody's calling me. Can you tell me what's going on here? And they're like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. The first one was the right one, but it wasn't done right. So we'll have to redo it. And of course, I'm getting upset at this point because we're like 6 days in, and I had already waited 2 days after I got the card. So we're like 8 days in now. And I keep my cool though. And I always say to the representatives, I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the situation. And I'm sorry that you're feeling the brunt of it. But unfortunately, you have to feel the brunt of it because I'm upset. So anyways, long story short, they can't get me these codes. They don't even try in the end. I get a supervisor on the line, and she's like, oh, the warehouse deals isn't actually Amazon. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Amazon warehouse deals is Amazon. It's coming from your warehouse. It's just a used part from your warehouse. Oh no, that's a separate division, blah, blah, blah. You got to talk to the manager. Here's a link. She sends me a link. I go to the link. I make sure she stays on the line. I'm like, no, excuse me. That link just takes me to amazon.ca, which I'm from Canada, so it would be the same in the US. And she's like, oh, well, hang on a second. She puts me on hold for like 20 minutes. I wait. She comes back and she's like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but you're upset. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you $150 back. And I'm like, That's how much the games are worth. I'm like, okay, boom. So I ended up going from 690 or 790 to what, 650? Like, how can you go wrong? So that's like 400 and something American for a 2080. It's not the super, of course, but it is definitely a lot faster than what I had. It's Asus Dual, so it's their lower end board. It's the reference design. It's got 2 fans. It's not as long as some of the big boys out there, but whatever. It overclocks like a beast. No problems. The DDR RAM overclocks like crazy. You know, and the Asus software though, terrible. I'm sorry, anybody that likes that software, by all means, you can like the software. I don't like it. I wasn't having overheating issues, but man, would it run hot. This thing would be almost in the 90s before the fans would, like, you know, and I went in and I tried to make a custom. I was like, you know what? I'm more comfortable with MSI Afterburner. So I put Afterburner on, set my curve, and this thing runs like a dream now. Like, it literally only gets just, I think if I'm like an intense game or something like that and a lot going on, maybe close to 80. I think the highest I seen was 79, which is really good. Obviously the fan turns on and they spin louder when we get up closer to 80. But you know, whatever, that's the cost of wanting to have a cool card. If you want it quiet, it's going to run hotter. If you want it cooler, then you're going to have some noise, and that's just as simple as that, right? So yeah, so I put that in there and I got this 8-core 16 threads now, and so editing's a lot faster. I'm sorry this video took forever. This is not a review. This is just my experiences with the 2080. And of course, I don't play your normal games like everybody else does. You guys want to see the reviews on that, you guys can go to Bitwit. You can go to, you know, Paul's Hardware. For sure, Gamers Nexus is one of the bigger ones that you'd want to check out for frame rates and frame times and stuff like that. This card's been out for a year. I'm not doing a review on it. There just makes no sense to do a review on it. Having said that, I got the 2080 in the system now, and I did the MSI, what is it, Optics MAG321CQR review, and I did the fix for that, and I'd happily to report that this monitor definitely works G-Sync. My particular video card, though, has a flickering issue. I cannot fix it. I can't find a fix for it. So the fix that I was using for the 1070 Ti is not needed with the 2080. But I did verify. I did put the 1070 Ti back in, and I definitely need the fix for that one. So it's definitely something with the card and the drivers. It's definitely not something with the monitor, because it does work with a 2080. Having said that, I think everything ran really well. I've had no issues with it. I'll put a picture of my system on the screen there for you right now. You guys can see that it's in there, and it's nothing fancy. It's not the, you know, the shiny lights and everything like that. There's no lights on it at all. It's got a backplate with white, probably the worst color to have in my system, because I don't have any white in there. But you know, it's a 2080, so oh well. And I eventually want to liquid cool this whole system, so why bother going with a high-end one when I can just use this one and liquid cool it, right? So but for sure it does work good. There's no issues with it, and like I said, it works with the monitor really well, but it has the flickering, so I don't use G-Sync. I can't find a fix for it. A lot of people ask me on the monitor with this video card and with the old video card if there's a way. There's a lot of ghosting. The way I do it is, and I know you paid for it. I know you paid you paid whatever, $600 or whatever you paid for the monitor. You paid a lot of money for it. Lower the refresh rate to 120, and that should get rid of the ghosting. I can't find another way of fixing that other than doing that, and that's just what I do. So I have both these monitors. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have another 32-inch monitor. I am going to do a review on that one. That is an A open. I also got it from the warehouse deals. So as you guys know, I like warehouse deals. It's a lot cheaper for me to buy parts and get some videos out for you guys. But in the end, I have two 32-inch, 144 hertz, 1440p monitors hooked up to the 2080. Both of them will turn on G-Sync, no problem now. The flickering issue definitely happens on the MSI. The A-Open doesn't really have a flickering issue. But the A-Open one, I believe it's using a different panel. And the reason I say that is that it doesn't matter how much I dial it in with the Spider 5, right? It doesn't matter how much I dial it in, it doesn't look as nice. And now this is just me nitpicking, and it's because they're side by side. But if I only had the A open, you guys will see the video on that. Anyways, so that's the video today, guys. Like I said, it's just a 2080 and the MSI optics. What is it? The MAG321CQR, just to give you guys an update on it. Also, you guys have been asking me to upload the profiles for the monitors. I want to do that, and if you guys want to leave a message in the comments below, definitely I would love to upload them. I just don't have anywhere to upload them to, and I don't really want to just throw them anywhere because it's going to have my name on it, right? And I just want to throw so if there's a good place that I can actually upload them and you guys can share, I can share them with you guys, I would definitely do that in a heartbeat. But in the comments below, if you want to let me know where you can do that, that's great. I recommend the 2080. The 2080 Super obviously is the replacement for it. I don't know if they're selling the 2080 anymore. I think they actually stopped and they're going with the 2080 Super. But if you get your hands on a 2080 and for the price I did, man, you got to go for it, right? Like I would have been stupid not to go for it. I paid more for my the 1070 Ti than I did for my 2080. And this thing's running like a dream, and I've had no issues with it. And I've talked to Asus customer support there. They're going to cover it for the regular warranties, so there's no issues there. I ended up getting $150, and yeah, so good deal. You can't go wrong with that. And I'm always on the lookout for good deals, and I'm actually looking to figure out something for the fans here because I'm having some issues with the 12 fans that I have running in the system. Yeah, I know, 12 fans. I don't need 12 fans. I'm actually going to go down to 9, but I still want to find a better system for the lighting on it because it's just a jungle when you're trying to deal with 9 fans and 12 at the moment, right, for a push-pull. So that's it, guys. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you dislike the video, hit the thumbs down. Please share with your friends. And I definitely will see you in the next video. I hope you have a good day. I'll talk to you later.